Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My channel. Now let me chill. So today we're gonna be working with Celie here. This is their motherfucking body weight. 13 my motherfucking floor. 22-inch front. And yeah. Link is down below. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I said, how y'all doing? Answer the question. Nah, now I'm just being disruptive. I don't know. Hey, don't skip to the story time. Sit here and talk with me. Fuck. Ask y'all how y'all doing. Better answer it. Y'all ain't gonna see much. Y'all just see me up here installing the wig. I did have the first half of the hair silent. The first half of the video was silent. Not half. The first little part of the video was silent because I was blow drying and I couldn't really talk while blow drying. But yeah, y'all see me there struggling? I don't know why these hair companies keep sending me wigs. Bitch, I be... Bro, I ain't no fucking arrogant tag or fucking slayed by Jordan. Bitch, I'm not even slayed by Irene. But they just keep sending it to me. Their hair is actually very good, though. I actually enjoy working there with their hair. I'm wearing it right now. I'm flowing my hands through it as I speak. Comb that hair, hoe. Now, let me chill. Let me get off this shit for real. But yeah, stay tuned for the story time. And before you do anything, just go ahead and like the video right now. Like it. Like it up. If you are new to the channel, hey. I do hair. I do story times. I do it all. I might even tell a story about you. Don't piss me off. All right. I'm done rambling. Enjoy. Okay guys, so let's get started with this story time. So I'm still installing the wig, but I cut the lace off camera. We're about to start with this story time because I'm not gonna lie, I'm so excited to tell this story time because I always knew that I was gonna tell this story time on my channel, even when it first happened. But boom, let's get into the story time about how my manager got caught stealing and basically got fired. And this is not a McDonald's story time for y'all who like, you know, who are like already subscribed to my channel. This is a Ulta story time. So I'm about to get straight into the video. Before I start the video, just go ahead and leave a like. Just like, you know, just take 2 seconds and actually like the video. It helps me a lot when you guys like the video, and it helps more people to watch the video. So just go ahead and leave a like before you just even get into this video. And then we are going to get started. Boom. So I had this man, and I'm so sorry if you guys see these type of scissors, y'all. I don't know where my actual like regular like hair scissors are. I don't know what I did with them, all jokes aside. So we just gonna have to use this for now. So please don't fry me. But honestly, we're gonna give my manager a name. We're gonna name him Billy. We're gonna name him Billy because he was a white man. I never really talk about having my Ulta job. I always talked about McDonald's. I'm not saying that not much happened at Ulta, but more shit happened at McDonald's than Ulta. And yeah, Ulta was just like a drama job. Like it was just, you know when it's too many girls working together, it's always like some type of drama going on. But McDonald's was a drama job too, but like it was a funny type of drama. But Ulta was like annoying, you know? So our store, we kept having different managers all the time because all the managers that we were having, they could not handle our store. Like they didn't know how to like, you know, upsell. They didn't know how to sell products. And like we were, you know, I don't know if you guys know, but for retail, you know, they do districts. If you guys have worked at a retail, we was always at the damn bottom. So one day we see this white man coming in and we're thinking that like, oh, maybe he's shopping for his wife. But we see him walk all the way to the back. Bitch, I almost stopped him. I almost told him that he can't go back there. But the manager told me, oh, that's our new manager. That's our new GM. Not even a manager. He was our new GM. She was like, that's our new GM. I'm like, are you dead ass? A white man? So mind you, I'm thinking he's gay. I'm like, okay, well, he's probably gay. No, this man had a wife and kids. I was like, oh, wow. Because, I was working at Ulta. And I'm not saying all men that work at Ulta are gay, but, I was just shocked that, like, our GM was a straight white man. Like, he looked like he could work for a corporate. Not on no funny shit. He was like an older, straight white man. And they were basically telling me that, like, he's not gay, but, like, he knows how to sell. And he's never worked at Ulta. But they were basically saying that, like, he's a good salesman. Like, at his other retail store, he was a good salesman. So I was just like, okay, whatever, cool. So we're working, and he introduces himself as not Billy, but that's what we're gonna call him. He introduces himself. He says, hi, my name is Billy and I'm gonna be your GM. What's your name? He basically says, hi, my name is Billy and I'm gonna be your new GM and we're gonna make this store better. In my head, I'm like, no the fuck we not. He was about like the third GM since I have been working there. In my head, I'm like, you're not gonna do nothing. You're gonna be out of here within, I'm just thinking like, no the fuck you're not. You're not gonna, and this store can't get better even if, I was just thinking whatever. So he started working. Y'all, within not even a couple of months, within a couple of weeks of him working, our store had the highest sales that like our store had ever had. Like it was mad crazy. Like our store had so many sales, it wasn't even funny. So at this point, I'm like, damn, this motherfucker is actually live with it. And let me tell you something about him. That nigga, he not even a nigga. That white man could sell you your soul. Like he could take your soul and sell it back to you and convince you why you need your soul. And mind you, this man didn't know nothing about makeup. Like they had to give him a month training on makeup. He didn't know nothing about makeup, but he was such a good salesman. Like he would talk to the women, and mind you, I'm not gonna lie, he was a perfect fit for the job because the Ulta that I worked at, it was like surrounded by like an old white neighborhood, like an old white neighborhood. And so a lot of the white women, they liked him. He was not an ugly white man. He was just a older white man. A lot of the white women liked him. And so when he would talk to them, they would be like, oh, wow, like I never thought of that. Okay, wow, yeah, I'm going to buy that product. Oh, wow, thank you so much. This and that. So just to say the least, he knew what he was doing, to say the least. He just started like making so much money at this job, y'all. And so, with more money comes more hours. So our hours boosted. I mean, I have never, and it wasn't just me, like I have never had that many hours at Ulta until Billy started being the manager there. So of course my ass started liking Billy because I'm like, hell yeah, Billy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So yeah, I was like, hell yeah, this is a good addition. So Billy started being the manager there and we started making bread. Like we was making fucking bread type shit. Billy, he was not a mean manager. He was just a very consistent manager. Like he just always wanted to make sure that like we were always doing better than what we were doing the day before. So he will always be like, okay, well, he would just always stay on top of us. Like he will always be on top of us and he'll just always make sure that, like I said before, we were doing better than what we were doing the day before. He started talking about that he was going to promote some people, and he was basically saying he's going to promote the people who do the best to lead cashier, and like that will just cause us to like, of course, be leaders of the cash register and also make more money. So bitch, I started working really good. Bitch, I started working. Bitch, I was working. When customers were walking in, I would say, hi, welcome to Ulta. Let me know if you need any help. Bitch, I was working. Bitch, I needed that motherfucking raise. Bitch, I needed that promotion. And at that time, I had been working there for, I think, a year and a half, I think. And so I was just like, nah, I need that raise. I need that promotion. I had another good friend that was working there, and guess what? Me and her started working really hard and we got promoted, which was so cool. Like, me and this girl were actually really cool. Like she went to the same college as me. I love her so much. And yeah, so we started working together and we both got promoted. Like we both got promoted to a higher thing. Keep this in mind. Remember I told you guys, me and this girl went to the same school. Both told him, like, because we go to school all the way, mind you, our I got this job when I was at home, like at my parents' house. But like when I transferred to my university, I was like a good 40 minutes, an hour, like an hour, not on no funny shit, from this job. But I still worked on the weekends because sometimes I would go home. So I would just work on the weekends. I'll work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. When I got promoted, I told my manager, Billy, I said, Billy, I just want to let you know, even though I am promoted, like my hours still stay the same Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because, you know, I can't afford to come up here during the week. Mind you, at this time, this is not during COVID where, like, you know, we didn't have classes or anything. Like, this was still very much so full-blown school. This is like even before we even knew COVID was coming. This was like 2019 or 18. So he was like, oh, that's fine. He said, I don't mind y'all only working on the weekends. We make the most, we have the most traction on the weekends anyways. Keep that in mind. So I liked Billy at first. Me and old girl was working. We was working lead cashier. And I'm not one of them people that, like, you know, get a raise and start, like, you know, telling people what to do. But you do what you want to do, bitch. I just got the raise so I could get paid more. I never told nobody what to do. And that was supposed to be our job. Our job was supposed to be, like, you know, telling people, hey, don't do that. Bitch, I'm sorry, I was doing it with them. And don't mind the hair, I'm gonna fix it, y'all. But bitch, I'm sorry, I was doing it with them. Fuck. I'm not a manager. And even if I am, I'm still doing it with them. So yeah, I could tell that, like, he would be like, oh, Irene, did you tell such and such that she shouldn't be doing that? And in my head, I'm like, hey, bro, such and such is a grown ass woman. Such and such know right from wrong. Like, it wouldn't even be like cashier shit. Like, it would be like, let's say, like, for example, somebody was on their phone. Sometimes he'll come up to me and be like, okay, he'll address them, and then he'll come up to me and be like, Irene, did you tell them before I came? No. Because, bitch, I'll be on my phone. You just ain't catch me yet. So I'll just be like, oh, no, I'm sorry, I forgot. But yeah, he just will always come up to me. And I remember one time he wrote me up. So mind you, okay, so I had walked into the job one day, and it was this girl that I used to work with. That was my bitch, bro. So she was like, hey, I'm not gonna lie, she was very ghetto, y'all. Like, not ghetto, but like, she was just, she did a lot. So when I would walk in, she'll say, hey, bad bitch Irene is here. Bad bitch Irene is here, y'all. So we'll be dancing in the front and shit. And mind you, when I had walked in, this bitch was here doing a grocery list. I was like, oh girl, what are you doing? She was like, oh, I'm over here doing a grocery list. She was like, bitch, I'm about to get off. And when I get off, I'm finna go to the store. I need to write my grocery list now. And I said, girl, I haven't went grocery shopping in a while. She said, my son, yeah, girl, you need to write your grocery list. So we start writing our grocery list. Mind you, like, she finna get off. I just came in. All of a sudden, I hear Billy tell my son, mind you, Billy's in the back. And Billy used to check the cameras, but not for us. Like, he used to just check it for, like, the people around the floor, you know? And Billy had the nerve to say, Irene, could you come to the back, please? Mind you, I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm not thinking that I'm in trouble. I came to the back, and it's a referral sitting there. He was like, go ahead and sign it. And I'm like, what am I signing this referral for? He was like, so you thought it was cute to he basically said, like, did you really think it was cute to do what you were doing? He said, what are you doing writing? I'm seeing you from the camera, you're writing stuff down. Mind you, he didn't even know, like, I could have been writing down our numbers, our goals of the day. Like, he didn't even fucking know what I was writing down, but he want to write me up. He just started getting very annoying. And like, the write-up, in my honest opinion, was very pointless because nobody was there. Like, nobody, like, guys, when I say nobody was there around that time, none of the customers were there like that. Top of that, not even, fuck the customers not being there, I had just got in. Like, it was less than like 10 minutes and he wrote me up. And this is what made me say, yeah, nah, like, he started with me. He didn't even write up oh girl, and he said that he not gonna write her up because she's not the lead cashier, I am. And so, like, she don't know no better, but I do. I'm looking at him like, this bitch been working here for a minute. Like, it's not like she just started working here. So obviously you have a vendetta against me that I don't know about. So I started telling my friend, the one who got hired too. But you see, the thing is, I liked Billy. I actually liked him as a manager. My friend, she never trusted him because he used to do some shady shit to her. My friend always used to be like, watch out for Billy. Like, he's shady. Watch out for Billy. He's shady. But I never seen it because Shit, Billy made sure, I ain't gonna lie, I had bread around Christmas time. My checks was a lot. Like, my checks was way more than I had ever seen at Ulta, because he always had me on schedule. He even let me pick up shifts like from morning to nighttime, like 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So why would I watch out for Billy? I'm happy not watching out. So yeah, she always said, like, watch out for Billy, like he a snake, and I never would like understand what she meant by that. So I started telling my friend, like, oh, Billy wrote me up, she was just like, girl, I told you to watch out for him. Like, she was just telling me, like, he's a snake, like he does snake shit. She basically said, like, Billy, like, he the type that acts like he not a snake, but he really is a snake. But at that time, I'm like, damn, like, okay. So I started watching out for him. Now, one day, this is when I knew, nah, Billy, he weird. These couples had came in, and it's nothing new. Like, people steal from Ulta all the time, but these couples had came in, and bro, they just was not stealing good. Like, they was like making it so fucking obvious, y'all. Like, them motherfuckers was like stealing. Okay, basically, like, it was a couple. They came in with their daughter. It was a Hispanic couple, and the woman was distracting Billy while the man was walking around the store stealing. The way Ulta works, it's not considered stealing until they leave the store. At the same time, if you do catch them in the act, you can kind of tell them, like, you can start calling the police, basically. So by the time they leave the store, the police is already there, because they have like an off-duty police officer outside at times. So, and mind you, this day specifically, the off-duty police officer was outside. They didn't have him outside all the time, but this day specifically, he was outside. I was trying to tell Billy, like, on some I'm telling him, like, please watch out for the couple that you're helping. She's talking to you while her husband is stealing. And mind you, we're supposed to tell, like, the managers that, or the managers are supposed to tell us that. Like, we're basically supposed to notify the managers when someone is stealing from the store. This motherfucker got on the intercom telling some, copy that, but at the end of the day, I am the GM. I got this handled. Now, that pissed me off, because I feel like, personally, had I not told him, he would have been like, oh, why didn't you tell me this, and that, if he wasn't there? Because he was there, he wasn't supposed to say he got this handled. And the second thing that pissed me off is, around this time, people started stealing a lot from the stores. And because people were stealing from the stores, they started cutting our hours like crazy. So I was like, hell nah, bitch, you don't got nothing handled, bitch. My checks are low. Obviously, you don't got it handled. So I started getting mad. I'm like, nah, bro, like, you need to figure it, like, make sure these people don't steal. Mind you, this nigga was stealing a lot of shit. Like, this Hispanic man, he was stealing, like, perfumes and shit, like Chanel perfumes. And if you guys, like, buy perfumes, y'all know Chanel perfumes be expensive than a bitch. I was looking at him, and mind you, not only does he start stealing, his girlfriend starts stealing right in front of Billy's face. Like, as Billy is showing her the product. Like, imagine Billy saying, okay, this is the NARS Pro Concealer, and this concealer, and mind you, she's on the side saying, and she's like reaching for stuff and putting it in her bag. I'm looking like, okay, now, if I can see it, obviously you playing dumb now. Like, you obviously playing dumb. So I got on the intercom again, and I told him, I'm like, do you want me to notify the police that's outside? And he was like, Irene, I got this handled. Y'all, did he handle it? No. Them motherfuckers left the store with everything that they put in their pocket. They even had their daughter stealing. Their daughter was over there stealing and shit. I was just like, nah. So when, at that time that they left the store, I'm mad at him now, because I'm like, and you know why I got mad at him? Because every time he worked, we always got stolen from. And I'm just like, why the fuck? I'm not saying that the other managers we didn't get stolen from, but like, his shit will it will always be drastic. It will always be like, oh, $900 worth of stuff stolen. Like, it will just be big shit. So I started to get mad at him, because I'm like, nah, like, you sat up there and you let those people steal from us. Like, you real life let those people steal from us. Okay, guys, so we are back. I just decided to flat iron the hair. I'm still flat ironing the hair as we speak. The hair, of course, is not flat ironed, but I just wanted it to be, flat ironed out. So let's continue this story. So at this point, I'm starting to think, okay, no, like, my friend was right about this man. Like, something is off with him, right? Like, it's just no way that these people stole in front of him. And guys, he did not report it. He didn't report it. He never reported it. He did not report it. And he said that he was going to report it. He did not report that shit at all. Mind you, these people parked in the front of the store and had a license plate. Did he take it down? No. Did he tell me to take it down? No, he didn't tell me to do nothing. At this point, I was just like, okay, whatever. Like, you know, if you don't care this shit, I still care because it's affecting my money type shit. When people come in and be stealing, it's affecting my money because when people steal, they cut our hours. I start talking to the other managers, and mind you, the other managers never liked his ass, like from the beginning. But I always liked him because he just, like I said, never bothered me. I feel like if you could benefit him, he liked you until you couldn't benefit him no more. And some of the managers could not really benefit him because like they were under him, if you get what I mean. But I benefited him because I used to get credit cards like it was nothing. And I don't know if you guys been to Ulta before, but they always ask, hey, do you want to apply for this credit card? And like, you know, most of y'all be like, no. But I used to finesse people. I used to be like, girl, da da da, like you need this card in your life, blah 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 blah. So he liked me, but I feel like over time he stopped liking me because, like I said in my other story times, bitch, work is about fun. If I can't have fun, then bitch, I don't want to go. So I used to like, you know, I used to be getting credit cards and stuff, but at the same time, I used to be having fun while doing it. And in the beginning, I don't think he cared that I would have fun, but I feel like he started getting like a little tired of me. And then he started getting, I feel like it wasn't even the fact that I was having fun because everyone there was having fun. I feel like he started getting mad at the fact that me and my other friend couldn't work on the weekdays. Mind you, because he wanted us to also be able to get credit cards on the weekdays. Because there was a week that school was off. So I came to work like Sunday through like Saturday. I don't know, funny shit. And I got credit cards almost every day. And I feel like when he saw that, he was like, nah, like, this girl needs to be working all the time. So he will message me and be like, hey, could you come in today? Mind you, it will be Wednesday. Bitch, I will be in class. A teacher will be teaching me the derivative of such and such is X over this and blase, blase. And I'm getting a text message asking me to come in. And he knows for a given fact that I'm in school, and he knows where my school is located. Like, he knows that our school is a whole hour away, and he's texting me if I could come in. And I'll be like, no. He'll be like, okay, cool. Like, you already fucking knew the answer. What the fuck did you want me to say? Affirmative! And run to my apartment, put on my clothes, and run over there to Houston to go to Ulta. It's not happening. If I can't come in, I can't come in. I love money, but school is more important because that job not gonna be here forever. You get what I mean? Shit, I'm putting money into this school. My people putting money into this school. We got tests coming up and shit. I'm not finna skip class to go an hour away to go work. So I feel like when he peeped that, he started getting very irritated, not just at me, but at my friend too, because he would try that shit with her. And me and her will be discussing it. And she'll be like, I told you about his ass. So this is the day where I was like, nah, he full of shit. So one day I was going to my friend's house to get food, and she lives on the second floor of the apartment, and I fell down the stairs. Like, I literally fell down the stairs. I sprained my ankle. I couldn't walk for, I think, a week. I could barely walk for a week. When I tell you I sprained my ankle, y'all, it wasn't like on some like regular falling. No. I couldn't walk. Like, my mom had to like send one of my like play cousins to come and like give me food. My roommates, they were like not feeding me, but like was giving me stuff, and it was just bad. Like, I couldn't walk. So mind you, the day that I fell down the stairs, I was supposed to go to work. I was gonna grab food from my friend and then eat the food, then go to work because my friend had cooked. So I had called him. I called him and I was like, hey, Billy, I just found out. Mind you, I was crying like a baby, and I was, thank the Lord, nobody saw me fall. Nobody was outside, which is so funny because around that time, everyone used to be outside in them apartments, but nobody was outside. I was like, thank the Lord. So all I did was I cried for a good 5 minutes. Not on no funny shit. Like, I cried tears. And then I was like, Irene, you have to get up because like, I just did not want nobody seeing me on the floor. So I got up and I limped all the way back to my apartments. Thank the Lord, she lived across from me. So I just limped back over there. Now, I call him. Mind you, I call him like an hour later. And I tell him, hey, like, I can't go to work. Mind you, my voice is sounding like that. My voice is sounding like, hey, I can't go to work. Like, I fell type shit and this and that. And literally, I just hear pure silence on the phone. Bitch, I ought to took the phone and look at the phone thinking that, like, did I call the wrong people? Like, and it said Ulta and it said job. So at this point, I'm like, hello, Billy. He's like, I was like, yeah, I failed. Like, I can't physically come to that job. Mind you, I was still at school, which was an hour away. And the foot that I ended up twisting was my right foot. And everyone uses their right foot to drive. So I was telling him, it's no way that I'm going to be able to get in that car and go to school. It's just no way. And he was like, He was like, so why didn't you call me sooner? Because I think it was like 2 hours before that I'm coming into work. He was like, why didn't you call me sooner so I can get somebody to cover for you? Bitch, I fell. This motherfucker acted like I fell last year. Bitch, I fell right now. So at this point, I'm like, hey, what? Like, is he dumb? Like, I just fucking fell. Like, I'm so sorry that nobody can cover for me, but bitch, I just fell. Like, acting like I fell 5 hours before and didn't notify him until the last hour. Like, I just fell. So I was just like, I just failed. And he was like, he basically said, like, I find it funny that, like, you fell when it's time to come to work. Billy, don't do that with me. I'm one of your hardest workers. I always was at work. Like, guys, I need to flat iron that side again. But guys, do I need to remind you that, what did I just say? I used to pick up doubles, y'all. I used to work 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday, Saturday. And on Sunday, I worked 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. because O2 would close at 6 and would open at 11. Sometimes I would even work earlier than 11 on Sunday. Sometimes I would come in at 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. I love the money. I was always working. Don't try to treat me like I'm one of these people that just be opping out and stuff. Even when I'm home on the weekdays, I come to work. I call him. Can I come in? Can I come in? And he'll be like, yeah, you can come in. I don't care. So all of a sudden, you talking about that you find it funny. Well then, bitch, why you not laughing? Obviously, you mad. You feel some type of way. He's supposed to, yeah, I just find it funny, but with a stern voice. Now, you don't find it funny. You're very mad. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you're mad about. Bitch, I told you my motherfucking foot hurt. So at this point, I started getting mad. I was like, look, my foot hurt. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm so sorry about it, but I gotta go. Cause at this point, you about to piss me the fuck off. He said, all right, hope you get better. And I hung up. I come into work a week later because the day that I fell down the stairs, it was like Saturday. And I wasn't going in on Sunday either because what did I tell you? I didn't start fully walking until 5 days later. I came into work a whole week later and one of my managers pulled me off to the side and was like, come here. Mind you, Billy was not at work that day. Billy was not there. And she was like, oh, do not say nothing. Mind you, she hated his guts. Like, she hated him. She was like, do not say nothing. I'm not supposed to know this. She said, but I was going into the office to grab some papers and Billy left the laptop open and he's trying to get you and your other friend fired. Mind you, this was the other girl who went to my school. And I'm looking like, what? She's like, yeah, he's trying to get y'all fired. She was like, he's basically saying that, like, you lied about your foot being hurt. And then you and the other girl, y'all only want to work weekdays. Y'all don't want to weekends. Y'all don't want to work weekdays. And then y'all immediately need to either get, he basically said we either need to get demoted back to regular cashiers and lose our pay or get fired fully. I'm like, oh, wow. So the nigga that promoted us is the nigga that's trying to demote us. And mind you, he wrote the letter to the district manager. Y'all. Y'all don't understand how much my blood was boiling. I was like, you was a op. Mind you, I love this manager. This is one of my most favorite managers at OTA. And everybody hated him. I loved him. I always said, no, that's my manager. Because he never did me dirty. And I'm not one of those people that, like, you know, follow the crowd. Oh, because the crowd don't like him. I'm not one of them girls. I always used to be like, man, such and such, he ain't do shit to me. So shit, I ain't tripping on it type. Now, but bitch, you did something to me. Now you did something to me. So at this point, I'm just like, are you dead ass? Like, I was so shocked. And she was like, yeah. She was like, do not confront him. She said, because you're not supposed to know that, like, you know, that he's writing that letter. So it's supposed to be confidential. And she basically said, like, if I confront him, he gonna know it was her because she was the only manager working the day that she seen the email. I was like, I'm not gonna throw you under the bus. I'm gonna just let it ride out. I went and told my friend. I went and told my other coworker, like, what was going on. And my friend was like, she not surprised. She was like, she not surprised at all because, you know, like, she been told me he was a op. Like, she been told me not to trust him. So at this point now, I see him the next day and you could kind of tell, like, off rip, you could tell that, like, he's done with me. Like, you could tell, like, he didn't even try to hide it. He did ask me how my foot was, but you could tell he was asking me in a very condescending manner. He was like, how's your foot? Bitch, I almost turned into the Wiggles. Bitch, I wiggled and I said, it's fine. Fuck you. Don't worry about how my foot is doing. The fuck? Don't tell me, don't ask me how's my foot. Bitch, you think I don't know what you wrote? So he's like, oh, that's good to hear. So now at this point, I stopped talking to him completely. Like, I would stop talking to him when I would need to do something. Okay, like, I don't know if you guys ever return something at Ulta, but sometimes we got to get an authorization from the manager when y'all return stuff. And it will be two managers. It will be Billy and it will be like another manager on the floor. I would never call Billy. I would be like, okay, let's say the lady's name was Susie. I'll be like, Susie, could you come override this? And Billy be like, oh, I'm on the floor, Irene. And I'll be like, oh, I didn't want to bother you. Susie, could you please come and override this? Like, I would dead ass say it with that type of tone and all. Like, Billy, get the fuck out of my life. Tell me, oh, I'm on the floor. Bitch, you need to be on the ceiling. The fuck? Get the fuck out of my life. I don't care if you're on the floor. You're an op. So I stopped talking to him completely and he stopped talking to me. Like, he just completely stopped talking to me. He just stopped talking to me. He would come up to me about credit cards, of course, because like I said, Billy was the type of manager where like, he just needed you to benefit him for as long as you could benefit him. And then when he didn't need you no more, he would just spit you up and throw you the fuck out. And I'm usually good at picking up on vibes with people like that. But for him, I just did not pick up on that. Like, all the managers hated him. My friend hated him. They all said he was fake. I never peeped it. Like, I just did not peep it. So y'all, we finna get into the part where he got caught stealing. So one day I walk into work and I see the district managers are in work. I'm not thinking nothing of it because I'm like, oh, they're like, you know, they will always come into our store. So we're gonna have to give her a name. We're gonna call her Susie. So Susie was there and Susie usually would come in with this fake ass fucking smile that she will always have. But today, Susie didn't even fake her smile. Like, that day, Susie was very much so pissed. She was very much so, like, angry. Like, she didn't even fake her smile that day. I was just like, damn, like, who did something to Susie? And I remember telling her hi. And, like, she said hi, but, like, she usually would say hi. Like, you know how white people be like, hi? Like that. Like, she usually would say hi like that. But, bitch, she said hi. I said, bye. Oh, my God. Bye. Fuck. Bitch, I thought I was about to get fired. I'm like, oh no, what did I do? I hear everybody saying, I hear the manager who told me that he was trying to get me fired. She was like, I told everybody about him. I told everyone about him. I'm looking like, told them what? And so at this time, the district manager leaves. And mind you, Billy's on schedule that day, but he's not in. And I wanted to talk to Billy about something. I forgot what. I was like, oh, where's Billy? I need to talk to him about something. The manager who told me what Billy was trying to do was like, girl, he ain't here no more. His ass got fired. I'm looking like, how the fuck did Billy get fired? Like, I was so confused, y'all. Like, he was such a good manager when it came to making us money. I was so confused as to how Billy got fired. I said, how did Billy get fired? Y'all must think Billy was stealing from the registers. No, Billy wasn't stealing from the registers. Billy was stealing time. Billy was stealing time. Billy was not clocking out. Billy was not clocking out. And because he was the district manager, he got away with it throughout the whole duration of him working. Mind you, Billy worked with us for a year, damn near a year and change. Throughout the whole duration of Billy working with us, Billy was stealing time. Billy was never clocking out. He never clocked out. Mind you, he worked there almost every day. He was at that job almost every day and he never clocked out. When I heard this, y'all, I was just like, it makes sense as to why he didn't give a flying fuck about me working all those hours. Because that motherfucker was working hours without him physically being there. Bro, first of all, I'm going to be real. Billy was not supposed to be letting me work 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. shifts like that all the time. He just was not. He was not supposed to be doing that. He always let me work it. Like, man, I remember one manager got mad that I was working it. And she, like, went up to him and talked to him about it. And she was like, if she want to work it, I don't see what the problem is. I know you don't, because bitch, you're stealing. You're stealing hours. He made so much bread off of this job, y'all. Billy made so much money. Imagine somebody never clocking out. Imagine, and I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck their dumbasses didn't catch it. Like, who on payroll did not catch that? Like, Y'all motherfuckers be catching when regular people do it. How come y'all didn't catch when a manager did it? You know what I mean? But yeah, guys, they pretty much said that he got caught stealing. And also they said that he had some connections. He was basically in connections with people who was stealing from the store. Now, when they said that, bitch, I believed them because y'all already know what did I tell y'all that he did? What did his ass do when them motherfuckers was stealing? He didn't care. He probably was in connection with them. And I was so, like, even though I believed them, I was still mind boggled because I'm like, how is he in connection with them? This was like, wow, like, he really pulled one over on us. And they said that he been stealing since beginning of times, and he basically was a con artist, and they was trying to look to press charges on his ass. And I'm looking at them like, oh, y'all motherfuckers want to press charges because he pulled one on y'all dumbasses. That's why y'all want to press charges. Because you see, my job, they always caught bullshit, but they ain't catch that one. And you know, and this is the moral of the story, y'all, because I'm about to close it out. The moral of the story is white people get away with a lot of bullshit. And I personally feel like because he was a older white man, he was able to get away with it for a long time. There is no doubt in my spirit that somebody did not catch on to it. Like, you know, there's like like the district manager or like, you know, someone higher up did not catch on to the bullshit, but gave him the benefit of the doubt, thinking, nah, he would never pull that. Like he has too much class. If Billy was a black man and they peeped one small infraction, Billy would have got caught as soon as he did it. It wouldn't have taken a whole year and some change for Billy to get caught. Ain't nobody tell me that this motherfucker was never clocking out of work and they caught him a whole year and a half later. On top of that, managers used to remind him to clock out of work. I remember one day, one of my managers was like, Billy, did you clock out? Like, you know, because we will just remind each other because we will all forget. I used to forget to clock out of work. Like, we'll just remind each other. I would remind my friends. We will all remind each other. And one time I was in the front and she was like, oh, Billy, did you clock out? And Billy was like, no, I forgot. But the way he pouted, it was like on some like, you know how you just start thinking of scenarios when somebody get caught doing something? Like, I just started thinking of everything and I'm like, that's why this nigga was mad. Because when somebody asks you, did you clock out? And you didn't clock out, you be like, oh no, let me go clock out. No, he was like, no, I didn't. With an attitude. This nigga got mad that she reminded him to clock out. You can even tell the way he was typing on the keyboard, he was mad. He was like, damn it, I don't get to steal today. Yeah, that's what happened. Because he wrote that email, we still ended up getting demoted. We didn't get fired, but bitch, we got demoted. My friend, they deducted her pay. I don't know about, I think they forgot to deduct my pay. This is what I don't think they forgot to deduct my pay. See, bitch, I called HR. My friend, she didn't call HR. Bitch, I called HR because what y'all not finna do is y'all not finna play with me. As far as I'm concerned, once he got fired, everything that he wrote against other people should have got null and void. We should have never got demoted. Our pay should have never got deducted because the person who requested for it to happen was not a truthful person. Like, he was stealing from the company. But they still went and demoted us. Some other manager decided to like basically take the paper trail and keep it pushing and basically got us demoted. And my friend started getting paid her amount again. And I think they either A, forgot about me, or they B, seen that I had emailed HR and was like, we just gonna demote her, but we're gonna keep her pay. But bitch, I didn't give a fuck about them demoting me. I didn't care. I did care a little bit because when they demote you, it's a lot of authorizations on the computer that you can usually do without the manager when you're a lead cashier that you cannot do anymore. So I had to call the manager for every little fucking thing, and I was not used to that. I was always used to, you know, like bypassing the manager and like, because, you know, I was the lead cashier. But when they demoted me, I went back to always calling the managers, and the managers take forever to come up to the front. That's the only time that like I felt some type of way about it. But bitch, other than that, bitch, I didn't care. Now, bitch, if they deducted my pay along with my friend, oh, bitch, I would have emailed HR again. But yeah, y'all, that's the story time about the story time about the story time to where my manager got caught stealing with his bitch ass. And karma's a bitch. I feel like God don't like when people play with his children. And when he started, see, he was playing with everybody at the job. He was playing with all the managers. But bitch, when he started playing with yours truly, that's when his ass got fired. Literally, he wrote a letter for me to get fired, and a week later, he got fired. Mind you, he was stealing for a year and a half, and he finally got fired after he tried to get me fired. Y'all know that was God's work. I know that was God's work. Yeah, y'all, that's the story time. I never seen his ass again. Never seen him again. Yeah, I don't know if they pressed charges. I think they didn't press charges. I think they just let him go. But yeah, what I learned from that is that people, you know, people get away with a lot of things. Y'all already know who those people are. And you just have to trust your instincts and trust your vibe. And sometimes when everybody's telling you about somebody, they might be right. You don't always have to be like, well, I don't think he did it. Well, this, well, that. I don't know. I just felt like that for him. Like, he didn't do nothing to me, so I didn't really care. Let me say it better. Just because somebody does not personally offend you doesn't give you the right to be like, oh, he didn't do it to me, he did it to them. That don't got nothing to do with me, because eventually that person will do it to you, because a bad person is a bad person. You get what I mean? It's just only a matter of time before they do something bad to you. The only reason why they're good to you is because they are benefiting off of you. So they don't want to have you, and they don't want y'all's relationship to be bad. But don't pay attention to people who disregard people and only uplift people who benefit them. Like, because I was benefiting him with like the credit cards and I was getting so much money into the store, he liked me. But like, when it stopped happening, really, it never stopped happening. But when I wasn't doing it his way, that's when he started disliking me. Cause I would still get credit cards, but I would do it my way. And you know, he would come up to the front and be like, that's not how I taught you how to do it. Bitch, I don't care. I don't care. The fuck? I don't give a fuck how you taught me how to do it. At the end of the day, did she not get the credit card? And I'll be like, well, she still got the credit card. And he'll be like, it doesn't matter, Irene. You need to listen. Like, he was just one of them. He was a control freak. So yeah, y'all, like I said below, this hair is from Celie hair, and I will leave everything down below. I did flat iron it. When I bleached the knots, all up here went straight, so I just decided to flat iron the rest of it. The hair is very soft. I could flow my hands really nicely through it. But I know for a fact that I am going to curl this hair. I just didn't have time to curl it today. I really had to go somewhere. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys liked this video. But before we go, guys, y'all know that I ain't gonna go without putting my good sisters on. So we are going to be talking about dossier. If you guys do not know, I have mentioned dossier before in one of my videos, but I am going to be mentioning it again. The winter time coming, with the holidays coming, y'all know y'all want to smell good and stuff, but these fragrances be expensive, girl. I know. I used to work at Ulta. I already know these fragrances be very expensive. Dossier is basically like a fragrance company that basically makes all of your favorite scents from places like Chanel, YSL, Gucci, and it basically makes it for a cheaper price. I am going to be telling you guys about the 2 perfumes that were given to me by Dossier, and I do not have the actual real perfumes to compare it, but like I said, I definitely used to work at Ulta, so I will know the scents. And I made sure to pick out scents that I smelled at Ulta before. I can really let you guys know if it does smell like, you know what I mean? Like if it is a good dupe. So the first one that we are going to try, and I have not tried any of this, it's been in the box. The first one we're going to try is the Floriental Brown Sugar. And this is how it looks. It comes in this beautiful packaging. It's a very simple packaging. And it also gives you a note card that lets you know what's in it and what inspired them to make this fragrance. So what inspired them to make this fragrance was the Saint Laurent Mon Paris perfume, and I have smelled that a million freaking times. I know if I smell it, I'm gonna know that it's that. It also tells you how it works and stuff like that. Also, in the box, it does come in this box. Let me show you guys. In the box, keep this in mind, guys. Before you try the product, make sure you guys try the sample. The sample is the same thing as what's inside the box already. If you guys do not like what you're smelling, you can automatically put the sample back in the box, close the box, send it back to wherever it came from. That bitch back, and you'll get a full refund. Yeah, I'm gonna spray it on here since, you know, I don't know. I don't want it on my body. I'm gonna spray it on here. So yeah, let's get started. Let's get started. Guys, it smells like a dream that came true. Guys, this is Saint Laurent. Oh my God, this is bringing me back memories of when I used to work at Ulta. Y'all know I hated perfume for like a good year. Like I was just wearing like regular Bath and Body Works perfume. And then recently I started wearing like actual like expensive perfume because I don't know. Just smelling perfume just reminded me of Ulta. And I'm not gonna act like I had a bad experience at Ulta, but I low-key did. Like Ulta was a very toxic job, and I'm happy they did not hire me back again. I never really got fired from Ulta. I just never came back because of COVID. And when I tried to come back, they didn't like the hours that I was trying to give them, so they never hired me. A part of me kind of feels like they used that as an advantage because them motherfuckers ain't like me. And I'm happy they didn't hire me, y'all, because they did not hire me, I'm full-time on YouTube now, and I'm actually like doing what I love, you know. So everything happens for a reason, guys. But guys, this happened for a reason. This smells like the this smells like the Mont Paris. Guys, that definitely smells like YSL. And then we have the Giorgio Armani. Now I love anything Giorgio Armani. I literally love anything Giorgio Armani. I bought in C. I bought in the regular Giorgio Armani. I love anything Giorgio Armani. So this is the Giorgio Armani Code. This is the least one of my favorites, but I still love anything Giorgio Armani. So when I seen it, I was like, ooh, I have to get it. And this one is called Oriental Lavender. And as I said before, it has the note cards letting you guys know what's in it, letting you guys know basically what inspired them to do this and stuff like that, and also letting you guys know that you can return it if you don't like it. So we're gonna go ahead and spray it, and I love that it lets you guys know what's in it, just in case you're allergic to it. You know, you just automatically know I'm not putting that on my skin. Now let's say the Giorgio Armani Code is a little less stronger than this one from the last time I smelled it. Maybe I need to smell it again, but I do remember the Giorgio Armani. Giorgio Armani for a woman is a very sweet, angelic smell, and this is like this smell is not bad, but I know a lot of people won't like this smell because it's kind of flirting with cologne. It's kind of flirting with cologne, if you get what I mean. Like a guy can pull this off. Like I don't want to sound ignorant, but like a gay guy can pull this off. Like, have you ever met a gay guy who's like, he's not masculine, but he's not feminine either, and then like a gay guy can pull this off. I'm not saying a gay guy can pull off anything, any other fragrance, even the fragrance I just sprayed, but he could definitely pull this off. Like, for a given fact, it's a bad bitch smell. Like it's a rich bitch smell. It smells like a rich bitch. Like it smells like I'm going to the Met Gala smell. Like it's not nothing to play with. It smells like I'm going to the Met Gala and I want to be noticed. Yes, I like the smell, but this is not an everyday type of smell. This is like a very special occasion type of smell. And it does smell like the Armani Code, but it's a little bit stronger than the Armani Code. The Armani Code is a little sweeter than this, but it does smell like the Armani Code. So I do have a coupon code for you guys, and I will leave it down below. Go ahead and check their websites out. You do not need to you don't need to buy the two that I just ended up mentioning. You can literally go on their website. They literally have dupes for damn near every fragrance that you want. Every fragrance that you see in the store, from Chanel to YSL to Gucci. Go and check it out, see how you like it, and like I said before, use the sample before you use the actual bottle, because we could tell when y'all spray this. So before you open this bottle, test out your samples and see if you like it. If you don't like it, trust me sis, your sample smells just like your bottle. So if you don't like your sample, put it in the box, return it back, get your money back. But the holidays are coming, and I'm trying to put y'all on. I'm trying to put y'all on so y'all can smell good for y'all man, so y'all can smell good for the people in your family that always got something to say about you. When you go to Christmas dinner, them motherfuckers gonna say something about you. It ain't gonna be negative no more. Them motherfuckers be like, damn, I don't like her ass, but she sure do smell good. They gonna be asking you, oh baby, what is that? Is that YSL? But you can lie and say it is. It's YSL. Shit. So yeah, guys, I will leave the link and everything down below for these perfumes. Check out the website, use my coupon code so you can get more money off, and let me know how you like it if you do buy it. And yeah, that's the ending of this video.